Good morning, Mon Petite, and welcome back to my channel, and welcome to another beautiful blue sky sunny day. I'm not gonna lie, this heat wave we've been having here in the UK has been bringing me nothing but pure joy. There is nothing I love more than coming downstairs in the morning, throwing open the windows and doors, letting that breeze come in, listening to the bird song outside, and being able to style up my favorite summer pieces. I think when it comes to fashion, summer is one of my favorite seasons. I absolutely adore summer styling. I'm actually wearing something a little bit new today that I'm so excited to introduce you to. I'm actually working with a brand on this video, and it might be a little bit of a dangerous discovery for the both of us because I feel like I'm not going to want to shop anywhere else. So the brand is Petite Studio. They're based in New York and they are the most incredible petite specific fashion brand. So they create the most gorgeous pieces for us short girls. And I honestly could not be more excited about the pieces I picked up. I mean, this jumpsuit alone, I am obsessed with them. I am not gonna lie, I don't actually own a single jumpsuit in my wardrobe because jumpsuits specifically are so hard to shop if you're a petite girl. Obviously, the length is one of the biggest issues in terms of like the leg length. I obviously have much shorter legs than most girls do. So I probably have like this much excess fabric compared to like a normal person, like with average height. But actually the thing that I find is the biggest struggle with jumpsuits is the torso. I have such a short torso compared to the average human. So normally on jumpsuits, I have so much excess fabric that just sits around the midsection and is so unflattering. This, on the other hand, fits so perfectly. It literally looks like it was made for me, and it's perfect on a day like today where it's just so lovely and warm and sunny outside. It's lovely and lightweight, perfect for summer styling. I cannot wait to show you the rest of the pieces I've been picking up this morning. I've just been doing a little bit of flower arranging. I had the most beautiful bouquet, as you can see behind me, hand delivered by my little brother last night, which was so unnecessary of him, bless him. He brought me around the most beautiful bouquet of roses, peonies. We've got some stocks in there, and I don't actually know what these are called. Does anyone know what this flower is? It is absolutely beautiful, the layers and tones in there. Oh, we even have some thistles down here. They are so beautiful, and the reason why he brought them around is because he actually got into a little bit of car bother the other night. Bless him, his car broke down, which is obviously like the worst thing in the world. There is nothing worse than getting stuck, literally nowhere to go, no one to help. So he rang me, and let's just say he was a little bit of a drive away. So I managed to rescue him. We managed to get his car sorted, and he is looking for a new one. So Alex is on the case. Alex is the car guy in this household. He loves car hunting. He loves helping other people car shop, just like loves doing the research. So he's been helping him out with regards to looking for a new car to replace his broken down one. So he brought me around the flowers to say thank you, which is so sweet. And there is nothing I love more than having a kitchen full of fresh, beautiful smelling blooms, especially in the summertime. I just think it is so lovely. So I've got those out in the kitchen, and I can't tell you how much joy they are bringing me. But we need to head upstairs. We need to do a little bit of a try on and a style up of some of the gorgeous pieces I've been picking up from Petite Studio. And spoiler alert, there may be a cheeky little discount for you guys to use, so let's head upstairs. Before we jump into the rest of the haul though, I wanted to first show you the jumpsuit in a little bit more detail because Petite Studio, as I said, is based in New York. It's like a slow fashion indie brand run by petites, and I think that's what really sets them aside, because even some brands that I've shopped like petite clothing from or petite ranges from, they don't feel like they are made for petite girls. And I just love the fact that they're a slow fashion brand because it means that their releases are so much slower. It means their pieces are so much more curated and capsule. And I feel like this jumpsuit doesn't necessarily just have to be a summer piece because of the gorgeous like khaki coloring to it. I feel like you could so easily transition this into autumn. Just add a little knit over your shoulders, or maybe like a long sleeve tee underneath for a little bit of layering, and it will be perfect across seasons. The definition of like a trans-seasonal piece. And look at the length of this. Now, as a 5 foot exactly girl, as I said, I do sometimes even struggle with petite ranges, especially in like leg length, because usually they're a few inches too long for me. This fits perfectly, absolutely perfectly. I'm literally not wearing any shoes, so you can see my little tootsie, so you can really see the length of it. It is so beautiful. It is so gorgeous, and I just can't get over how flattering this is. I've never worn a jumpsuit like this that is so flattering. In fact, if you're a girl who you've maybe been a little bit scared of wide leg trousers. I know a lot of you tell me as shorter girls, you really shy away from them. And honestly, I love a wide leg trouser. I think it's so flattering, but I do understand your concern. Sometimes it can be a little bit daunting with having like such a loose piece on the bottom. Give this jumpsuit a try. Because of the way that it like flows into the tighter part of the bodice up top and the way that it fits so beautifully, I just think it is so flattering. A perfect way of introducing yourself into more of a wide leg look as a petite girl. But I just wanted to show you this piece first, because honestly, I think this is just the definition of like a trans-seasonal capsule wardrobe piece, and I have never found something that fits and flatters me this much. I couldn't be more in love. Honestly, I couldn't be more excited to show you the other pieces that I've been picking up, because I feel like they are just the perfect capsule wardrobe updates to add into not only my summer wardrobe, but also my trans-seasonal wardrobe. Which, first up, this I think we can all agree is the most trans-seasonal piece, a new black slip skirt. And I am the queen of slip skirts. As you guys know, I absolutely adore them. I style them up in summer, in autumn, in winter, in spring. I'll dress them up with so many different pieces. They're the kind of item that I feel like is so easily dressed up or dressed down. And I've been on the hunt for a new black slip skirt for the longest time. And I have quite a strict criteria with my slip skirts. Number one is an elasticated waistband, because I feel like there's no excuse not to have one. Like, it's completely invisible. Nobody's gonna know that there's elastication there, but it makes it so much more comfortable and so much more wearable in the long run. I also find it really important to pick up slip skirts that don't crease easily. There is nothing worse than when you've literally just been sitting in like a 10-hour cab ride to like dinner, or you've just been like walking along the street and you end up with creases all up your skirt, all up your legs. I love that this is a little bit of a thicker fabric that doesn't have any creasing to it, and it is just the perfect length. I'm much more of a maxi slip skirt kind of a girl now. I think I've discovered that maxis or mid-axis, I never really know the correct terminology, they're so much more flattering on me as a shorter girl. I just feel like they give me that elongation, they give me that illusion of height, which is what I'm always looking for in my outfits. But a new black slip skirt to add into my wardrobe, I couldn't think of anything more capsule, more timeless. Oh, I just realised the way that I've styled this skirt is giving you the biggest spoiler of what's about to come. So don't look at my top half. We're going to focus on my bottom half, on the perfect petite slip skirt I think I've ever tried on. I love the fact that the waistband is elasticated without being like too elasticated. It's really lovely and fitting. I like the fact that it's a little bit more higher waisted. I don't like too much of a low waistband or like a mid-rise. It just doesn't suit my body shape, and the length is perfect. You can style it up with heels, style it up with flats. It is official. I have found the perfect black petite slip skirt for summer, for autumn, for winter, for spring. I'm so excited to add this into my wardrobe. Next up, you're not allowed to get mad at me, because I did put myself on a little bit of a ban of this one particular item. However, I actually have two items here, and when you see them together, I think you're going to forgive me for adding yet another waistcoat into my wardrobe. I am, again, a waistcoat queen. I'm a slip skirt queen. I'm a waistcoat queen. I am the epitome of, if I like it, I'll just get it in another colour. I love pieces that just make me feel really confident, that are really elevated and timeless. A waistcoat is such a timeless piece. But when I saw that it came with a matching skirt, I could not have added them into my basket any quicker. They are just the perfect boss lady piece. You know, when you're like going for a meeting, or maybe you're going for like lunch, maybe you're meeting the in-laws for the first time, you just want to look absolutely incredible, but still very much daytime appropriate. This to me is exactly that. And I love the fact that they have added a little toggle at the back of the waistcoat. I feel like there is almost no excuse for brands not to these days, because it just really helps with that cinch in waist. It really helps with creating the perfect silhouette. And I absolutely adore the fact that the skirt comes with like belt loops as well. So again, if you wanted to, you can cinch in that waist even further. I feel like, again, this is the kind of piece that you can wear beautifully in summer with like sandals or ballet flats in autumn with a pair of knee-high boots and like a gorgeous dark burgundy bag. Okay, I need to stop saying the A word, because I'm actually kind of getting excited for colder weather, but I just think this is such a gorgeous set to add into my wardrobe that I can wear together, I can wear separately. They are very versatile pieces. This doesn't happen often, but I am actually lost for words. And I am the biggest rabbiter that you have ever met. You know me. When I get excited about something, I just ramble on. But this has literally rendered me speechless. It is the most beautiful set. I think I have ever seen. Do you know what I feel like right now? I feel like Elizabeth Jones in The Parent Trap. You know when she goes and does the like bridal shoot, I feel like boss lady, but in the most feminine way. I could be Carrie Bradshaw going to like write a column. I feel like I'm going to like design someone's house, or just any other kind of rom-coms that I can think of where like she has an amazing job, but she really leans into like her femininity. This is so beautiful, so beautiful. I cannot get over the waistcoat, the way it cinches in your waist, and the fact that you can do as much or as little of a cinch as possible. Like, I know not everybody wants to have the teeniest, tiniest waist possible. I like just having a little bit of a cinch just to give me that flattering silhouette, but not too much so that I can't breathe. And I love the skirt. The length of it is so perfect, and I have been one who's been a little bit wary of these kinds of like pencil skirts. I think A, because often they're far too long on me, often they're far too big being like a regular fit size, and B, being a curvier girl, I was never sure if it would really like flatter or suit me. But looking at the viewfinder now, I am so in love. I'm officially speechless on how beautiful this is. I'm just going to be living in this all summer long. This is breathtaking. I feel like I've gotten to this stage in my kind of clothes buying process that I have quite a strict criteria, and there's specific items that I will not add into my wardrobe unless they match that criteria, and I feel like these trousers are one of them. Let's be honest, every single retailer on the high street has done a pair of like camel coloured tailored trousers, but these are a cut above the rest. First of all, but these are a cut above the rest. First of all, can we talk about the fact that they have an elasticated waistband just at the back? I really love it when brands do this, because it means that you still have that like business in the front. Nobody knows that there's an elasticated waistband, but you get all of the comfort. And especially if you're wearing these maybe like into the office, you're sitting down all day, there's nothing worse than when your trousers have no give and you're sitting there and they're just digging in to your stomach, especially if you're like me and you basically go up 2 sizes after you've had your lunch, which actually leads me on to this. How incredible is this? So the actual like button to do the trousers up, you have 2 options as well. So I can go for the tighter option in the morning, and then after I've had my lunch, loosen it to the looser option. I absolutely adore that. And we're not done. We're not done, but it also has the same option down below where you can basically create the perfect like cinch to your trousers. You can basically have them as loose or as tight as you want. So if you're the kind of person you really like a tapered cigarette style trouser, you can go for the little tighter button. Or if you want them a little bit more loose, maybe you're just wearing them sandals, you want them to be a little bit more breathable, go for the looser button. I honestly cannot get over how many different variations there are to these trousers, and they do them in a few different colorways on the Petite Studios website. So I'll leave those linked down below, because I honestly think they are a cut above the rest. And I honestly think these remind me of designer trousers, like with how many different kind of variations there are to them, how much thought has gone into them. I would have paid an extra couple of zeros on the end of the price tag for these. They are just so perfect. Well, it's official. These are the perfect petite trousers, the best petite trousers I think I have ever shopped. I cannot get over how lightweight they are, how comfortable they are. They are so stretchy around the waistband. There is so much movement here. I haven't even put them onto like the tightest one, but they fit really, really lovely. And I've done the little taper at the bottom, and I really like how it looks, just giving that like more tapered, more kind of like cigarette style fit. I just think it's a little bit more flattering on me personally, and I love the fact that they are a higher waistline. I find higher waist is just a little bit more flattering on me personally, and I think as petite girls, it really helps with that like elongation through our body. It helps pull the eye up, and I'm always looking for outfits that make me appear taller. Oh my gosh, it is official. I need to pick up one in every single color. These are just perfection. What did I say about if I like it, I'll just get it in another color? I picked up 2 of the same top. But you know me, I know if I enjoy a piece, I will wear it in every single colorway available, and I love the fact that Petite Studios does that. They do lots of different like versions of the same piece, and this little blouse I just fell in love with. I feel like I've got like a daytime version and then more of like an evening version. It is the most beautiful V-neck shape with this lace detail running down. I feel like you can probably see a little bit clearer on the white one. I love the silhouette of it. It comes in ever so slightly at your waist, but not too much, so you don't have like a huge exaggerated kind of silhouette, but just really flattering and really beautiful. I love the sleeves and the fact they're a little bit bell-shaped, but not too much. Again, being a petite girl, that is a style I really struggle to pull off because I have shorter arms than most girls, like most regular height girls. They have much longer arms than me. So any pieces that I have that have more of like a bell shape or just like detailing to the wrists, they end up flopping over, getting in my food, getting in my drink, and it is such a nightmare. So I'm so excited to start these both up for different occasions, different kind of situations. I just think they are such gorgeous blouses to add into my summer wardrobe. I have to say, I think this might be one of my favorite pieces from the haul. This blouse is just absolutely beautiful. I have never been able to make this sleeve length or this kind of style work before. I feel like it's very ethereal, which when you're a shorter girl can be quite overwhelming, whereas this has obviously been so considered, so tailored to us shorter girls that it's just this beautiful little bell sleeve without being too much. I love how this looks. I love the way that it just cinches in at the waist, and it actually looks really nice with the slip skirt for a bit of a more evening look. I feel like paired with jeans, it would be a bit more daytime appropriate. It's one of those pieces I feel like you can easily style up or style down. Oh my goodness, this is just beautiful. Okay, I am going to need you guys to comment down below which your favorite is, the black or the white, because I can't decide. I love them both equally, but I feel like they're both just giving such different vibes. I've started up with the slip skirt again. Can you tell? I love this slip skirt, but I just feel like it gives such a different, like, more daytime look with the white. I think this would also look amazing with jeans or even like linen trousers. I think would be so cute for the summer. But the black is just a little bit more evening appropriate. I don't know, comment down below, black or white, which is your favorite? I love them both. I absolutely adore them. And lastly, I think I may have found the dress of the summer, the perfect summer holiday dress that you can chuck in your suitcase, you can wear here in the UK, particularly during a heat wave, that doesn't date, it doesn't go out of style. It is just the most beautiful, timeless piece. This chocolate brown, ribbed, almost smock dress, but not quite. It's almost like a shift dress, which I absolutely adore. I don't know if you can see the colorway very well, but I have to say, one thing I love about chocolate brown is how much more flattering it is than black. I know so many of you guys hate wearing black, especially in the summer, but if you want something that's maybe a little bit more elevated, a little bit more like evening appropriate, I think chocolate brown is the color for you. The way that they have done this like ribbing makes the dress almost sheen. I don't know if it's coming up on camera, but it's almost looking like a sheeny, shiny material, which I absolutely adore. I love the fact that you've got this like scoop neck and then it comes down a little bit lower at the back, not too low, so we can still wear a bra. There is nothing I hate more than brands that do like a really low scoop back and you just think, well, what am I gonna wear? I'm not able to wear a bra with that. This is honestly just the most perfect dress to take away with you. We made a mistake and we didn't book our summer holiday until September, so I feel like I'm just gonna be counting down the months to wear this. Let's be honest, I'm definitely gonna wear it here in the UK. It is just so, so beautiful. Can I just say that it has been the longest time since I've done a haul that I have not wanted to return, exchange, or edit any single of these items. I have loved every piece, and this dress is no exception. I just love how like fitted yet flared it is. I just think it's such a flattering silhouette, super comfy, super stretchy. As I said, I feel like this would be perfect for taking on holiday with you because you don't need to worry about like creases in your suitcase or anything like that. Also gorgeous for here in the UK. You know, if you're just like going to meet your friends in a pub garden, you want to be comfortable, but you want to look beautiful, this is exactly that dress. I love the colorway of it and the scoop neckline. What a successful haul. This has been the most beautiful new petite pieces to add to my summer wardrobe. I couldn't be more in love. Honestly, I feel like this never happens. Doing a haul of this size with this many pieces in and not a single one being a return, being an exchange, not wanting to edit anything, the piece is just fitting so perfectly, and I cannot get over the quality of every individual piece. This is what I love that Petite Studio does, is because they create really curated collections rather than just releasing drop after drop after drop like a lot of fast fashion brands. I feel like they've really focused on the quality over quantity. They've really looked into the fit and size and making sure that they are tailored to us petite girls in mind. I just absolutely adore the brands and I'm so excited to let you know about the discount. I've been keeping you in suspense for this whole video, but they are actually celebrating with the 4th of July upcoming in America, and being a New York based brand, we have 25% off site wide. And honestly, I just cannot believe that they are offering that much for discount because their pieces are so well priced anyway. So to be able to get 25% off absolutely everything, It blows my mind. So I will leave every single piece linked down below. Just follow the link. You don't need to put anything in the actual like checkout or anything like that. It will be applied automatically when you go through the link, and you'll be able to shop an amazing discount. So many gorgeous new in pieces, and there's more stunning items on the website that I didn't even feature that I think I might just have to use the discount code myself and pick myself up, because I am so obsessed with the fit of all of these pieces. And I feel like when you're like me and you're a short girl who's just used to clothes not fitting, it just feels almost like mind-blowing to have had an entire haul where everything fits in length, in shape, in height. Like, I don't need to get anything altered or tailored. It is made specifically for our body types, and I couldn't think of anything better. So it will all be down below in the description box. Happy shopping. Do you know what I love after getting my hair cut and getting all of the layers and the face framing put in, is the fact that I can still chuck my hair up in my weekend hairstyle. I basically do this every weekend when I just want my hair off of my face, like out of my way, a little half up, half down do. I love that I can still do that even with the new cuts. But it is Saturday morning this morning, and I don't normally vlog on a Saturday. I don't normally pick up the vlogging camera at the weekend at all. But we have a very exciting weekend ahead of us. We actually have the most wholesome weekend planned. We have Alex's parents coming to visit, and we don't get to see them all that often. So when we do, it always just feels so extra special. They live quite far away and life always gets so busy, and it's really hard to like carve out that time. So it's so lovely that we've got them staying the night. The guest room is made up, and on a beautiful blue sky weekend like this weekend, I saw there's literally not a cloud in the sky. I'm looking out right now, and it is so beautiful. It is so warm. I've got my Suzanne shirt on and a pair of linen shorts because it is already hotting up. It is about, well, it's about midday now, to be fair. We have been up, we have done our Saturday morning run. Alex goes to the gym, I go for a run. We've showered, we're dressed, we're ready. We've made up the guest room, and I just need to start doing, like, you know, those last minute kind of things that you do, them last minute like run around before guests get here, before they arrive. We do also need to pop out to the farm shop because we're having a barbecue this afternoon. There is no more British way to spend a Saturday sunny afternoon than a barbecue in the garden. And I absolutely love a little weekend farm shop visit. So we're going to our local farm shop here in the New Forest just to pick up a few supplies, get a few bits. It is such a like classic farm shop. You know, it's not like a bougie Dalesford kind of farm shop. It is a pour your own milk, like grab your own veg kind of farm shop. We absolutely love it. So we're going to go and pick up some supplies for the barbecue and anything that the guests need, and get ready for their arrival. It's going to be such a lovely day. Right, back home from the farm shop now, and we are stocked up on all of the supplies. Honestly, there's nothing I love more than a little farm shop visit at the weekends. We've got all of our veggies, all of our meats for the barbecue, but one thing I do not need to buy that is my absolute favorite is my lettuce, my salad. I'm gonna do a little feta salad for dinner tonight, which will accompany Alex's amazing barbecue. We all know Alex is the barbecue king. It's not me that's gonna be doing the barbecue, it is Alex. So I'm just gonna pop outside and pick some lettuce. It's such a shame that my tomatoes aren't quite ready to be harvested. We have quite a few though growing. They're doing really, really well. We've got about 3 here. They are the Sweet Million tomatoes. Beefmaster, we have a few flowers, but nothing has actually started going to fruit yet. But my gardener's delight, this looks like it's going to be ready in the next couple of weeks. I am so excited to be able to actually pick my own tomatoes and have them from the garden. But for now, the farm shop will just have to do, but I can have my own lettuce. I don't actually think I've shown you this, so I thought I would just show you what I do with regards to picking my salad leaves, because I obviously don't use any kind of like pesticides. I don't use any fertilizers or anything like that. Like, there's nothing to detract beasties, so you do need to do a little bit more work with your own salad. This is my little vintage salad truck, which I absolutely adore. It's like the perfect size to just pick your salad. I basically just fill it up, and then any spares that I've got left over will pop in the fridge. This is what I use actually for any of the spares, and it is the best thing with regards to preserving veggies. I even take like veg out of the packaging from like supermarkets and put it in this because it just makes it last so much longer. So if you do find that you've got like a glut and you're worried that it's going to go over really quickly and that you're not going to be able to pick it all like in succession, you know what I mean. You're not gonna be able to like pick it all sporadically. I would definitely recommend these. They're from Lakelands and they are called the Stay Fresh Longer bags. Keep your fruit and vegetables fresher for longer. So there's medium, large or small. I find medium is just like the perfect size for basically like a lunch portion of salad, or maybe like a couple of portions will fit in a medium bag. So you can use those, and I will literally just pick them with my thumb. Like, it's so easy to do. You just kind of use like your nail just to like snap it off. And what I love about salad is the fact that it is pick and come again. Like, it's not really cut and come again because you don't cut it. Pick and come again. You can obviously like chop the whole thing off and literally like keep the entire butterball or whatever like the type of salad that you have is, but I personally prefer to pick individual leaves. So I'll basically just go ahead and wash these all individually, literally just run the tap and just with my thumb like literally rub them, because you do end up with like little flies and beasties and stuff like that. Sorry, I'll turn the tap off as I'm talking to you because I'm sure that's a really annoying background noise. But I basically just leave a couple of tea towels out along the side, and then I will let them air dry for as long as possible, because I do find air drying so much better. Like, if you squeeze or pat lettuce, you end up like cracking it and snapping the spine. And I find if you snap the spine, you just end up with soggy lettuce, which nobody wants a soggy wet lettuce for their lunch. So I literally just leave out these little gingham tea towels, which are super handy. Any tea towel that you got will do. Leave it out on the side and let them dry naturally. And then this is the state of the kitchen when I do a lettuce harvest. Honestly, it's the funniest thing ever, because it literally looks like I've just like laid out a load of fresh laundry. But actually it is fresh lettuce. But in the same way that you would with like laundry or washing, I rotate them. Like, I literally rotate them over to allow them to dry, because I do feel like air drying is just so much better for them. It's so much more natural, and any leftovers that I have, I can put in the bag, and then what I want to, I can put in a salad. But there is nothing better than fresh lettuce from the garden. Let me tell you, it is so much sweeter, so much nicer than supermarket lettuce. And I haven't bought lettuce since, when was the first harvest we did? I think the end of April. It has been about 2 months since I have had to buy any lettuce leaves. It has saved me a fortune, I'm not gonna lie, at the farm shop, at the supermarket, and it tastes so, so good. So whilst those dry, I'm gonna get out into the garden and start getting the garden furniture out, getting it looking beautiful. Well, this view is making me so, so happy. There is nothing that I love more when all of the garden furniture is out. We've got the cushions out, the swingy chair is swinging, and the front border is in full bloom. I honestly could not be happier with how this front border has turned out. I feel like this little section over here is still a little bit sparse, and I feel like could do with a little bit more work, but I don't want to jump the gun and add anything too quickly, because it's insane how much they like develop and grow over the years. And I just love how full this side looks. I don't know if you can see, but a little butterfly has just landed just there. Can you see that? Oh my gosh, he is absolutely beautiful. Let me come a little bit closer. Oh no, I think I scared him away. There he is. Oh my Annabelle. Oh my goodness me. Hello, monsieur. You are a very, very pretty butterfly. Oh wow, that is magical. But yes, I love having the cushions out. And I feel like you haven't seen this part of the garden in the longest time. Oh goodness me, bless you. Alex doing a big old sneeze inside. But yeah, you haven't seen this part of the garden in the longest time, and I do love how this front patio is looking. It is just like the perfect hosting space, the perfect chill out space, everything that we wanted from the garden. It's just really giving me those like cottage country garden vibes. So cozy, so welcoming. So we're all ready for our guests to arrive. Honestly, I couldn't be happier with how this space is looking. So our guests have arrived. We have just been in the garden for the last hour. They have been very sweetly admiring my borders and how the garden is looking. We've had a few drinks and had a good old catch up, and Alex is now kick-starting the barbecue. So whilst we're waiting for that to warm up, I wanted to show you a couple of new bits that arrived this afternoon that I'm really, really excited about. A new delivery from L'Oreal. So this is a part of the Revitalift collection, which I have to say I've not tried, but I've heard really, really good things. They very kindly sent over 3 bits from the Revitalift collection. We first of all have the brightening cleanser, water. And I am not gonna lie, I'm really excited to try this. I might have to try this tonight because it says here that it unclogs pores, refines texture and boosts radiance. And I don't know about you, but especially on warm sunny days like today where you've been sitting out in the garden, you've had makeup on all day without sounding too gross, you've been sweating a lot. You know, like when you've been running around London, you're in and out of the tube and you just feel clogged. I think that's the best way to describe it. Like I feel like I need something that is just going to completely unclog everything, clean, get deep with regards to cleansing, and I think this is going to do exactly that. So I'm really excited to try that. I'm also excited to try this serum. This is the Vitamin C Tone Pore Line Serum. It has 12% vitamin C, E and salicylic acid, and my skin loves salicylic acid. I know my mum uses a L'Oreal serum, but I can't remember which one it is, but she always raves about it. So I'm excited to try that. I love finding skincare that's maybe a little bit more affordable, but works just as well as like the expensive stuff I have in my collection. It says here that you can apply AM and PM, but if you are applying AM, I have to say when it comes to vitamin C, most important thing, and the thing I'm most excited about and wanted to actually try this afternoon is the Revitalift Clinical SPF 50. So it says here it's very high protection and has antioxidant vitamin C. So I might actually give myself a little bit of a top up, considering I've already been out in the garden for the last hour. My chest, honestly, I need to be so careful with it. I might actually have to do up a couple of buttons, but I will apply my SPF like all over, even if it's just like a facial one. I apply it on my décolletage, my neck, my ears. I feel like your ears are something that you often forget about, and often I'll just kind of like pat it over the top of my makeup just to make sure that I am well and truly covered with regards to my sun protection. So I wanted to quickly show you those before we get kick-started with the barbecue. Honestly, I cannot think of a better way to spend a sunny Saturday afternoon than out in the garden, being able to eat an alfresco meal as well as cooking it alfresco. It is just my favourite. So wholesome, so lovely, and so British. Barbecue King is at work. Oh, this smells absolutely delicious. What is the sauce?
It is a smoky barbecue rub.
Oh, lovely.
Well, not a rub, but marinade.
Oh, I'm
that the
so
chicken
looking
has
forward
been
to it.
Marinating for the past few days.
Oh my goodness me. Honestly, I wish you guys could smell this because this just smells absolutely incredible. We've got a lovely little feta salad and some tomatoes, and I have made myself a little mocktail in my favourite glass. I actually rarely use this because it's quite small, so I don't find that I get a huge amount of use out of it, but I love it for, you know, when you're sitting out in the garden. It's got a lid so you don't get any like bugs or flies in it, and especially when you're just having a lovely refreshing mocktail. I've just popped a little ice and a lemon slice in there, and this is basically like a non-alcoholic Hugo Spritz. If you like a Hugo Spritz, I could not recommend more highly the Robinson's Elderflower Fruit Cordial. Just add that with some tonic water, and honestly, it is absolutely incredible. So I'm going to very much enjoy this.